Well, let's go into the realities of my greenhouse. And the reality is, look at the mess. I have to get in here because it's going to be spring, but look at this. So dirty. I need to clean all of this off. But it's really, really nice that I have got some little growing stuff. So we've got our little parsleys. And you can see even in the depths of winter, they are producing new leaves. And they're at a point actually where I can be harvesting. Because this, I mean this plant, that's quite a large parsley plant there. Remember, parsleys are perennial as well, which is really nice. So you can just, once you've planted them, as long as you look after them, they will last. And then down here we've got our broad beans. So this is kind of the stage I want my broad beans at. This is a perfect height for planting out. They're not leggy, they're nice and compact little plants. The front two, pretty bad. I'm actually going to pinch them out. So I'm going to come right back to here, going to pinch them out here. This, if they were outside, the frost would get them and it would blacken the stem and take it all the way back, and you will probably get them coming back out from right at the bottom. Obviously, I don't want that to happen, so I'm probably going to pinch down to this first kind of leaf here, although there are a couple of nodes down here which will also sprout, and I'm going to get these 4 plants healthier. They will probably go out Marchish time, so they're going to sit in here for a little bit longer, but this is a very nice little plant. And actually, are there flowers in there? Not quite yet, but they're going to get to the stage soon where they are starting to bud, because these are a small variety and they will have flowers all the way up. So yeah, I'm happy with those. I'm just down with the poultry and I'm halfway through cleaning, so I've cleaned out the shed. I've topped up their water and given them some apple cider vinegar in it, which I kind of tend to do in the winter because they're shut in the shed for longer, obviously hours of daylight, and ammonia builds up, and ammonia can build to respiratory issues. So it's a good idea just to give them a top up of immune boosting stuff through the winter. So garlic in the water or apple cider vinegar. But it's nice that the inside is all lovely fresh shavings. Won't stay that for long, of course. By the time the ducks have come in here and they've had a couple of nights, this will look a muck again. But it's just nice to have them inside. And actually these are 3 hens that, apart from this exchequer hen, these are 3 hens that were last year's chicks. So cream leg bar, another cream leg bar, and then I don't remember what she is. She's a kind of a Warren cross, I think, hiding up the top there. One of my favourite hens at the moment. These girls haven't started laying yet. They will lay obviously nice bluey green coloured eggs, depending on who the dad was, but they haven't started laying yet. And this lovely exchequer, she's quite old, she doesn't lay anymore, but I haven't got the heart to cull her. She's just pretty, she can live out her retirement here, I don't mind at all. And then this Warren lays nice big white eggs, which is lovely, and she is about the only hen of mine that is laying at the moment. Well, I'm very happy about this. New little shoots. So these are 3 dark or black elderflower or elderberry plants that I took cuttings of. 1, 2, 3, and it looks like they've all taken. So I've got all of these buds on all 3 of them. Even on this tiny diddly one here, you can just see, if I can get it into focus, there's some little buds there. And then on this one as well, the top ones, you can see there's some little buds, which is great. Now behind them obviously are some roses. Doesn't look like they took at all, but I'm not going to pull them out because we're not in spring yet. There could be a chance that they have actually just gone dormant and not started to root, but they look pretty dead to me. But these ones have all taken. So I've got 3 brand new plants, which is very, very exciting. Now don't be too quick to pull these out, because just because they're budding does not mean that they've got a good root ball on them yet. In fact, they've probably just got a few little straggly roots right at the bottom, and this, because this is the little cutting just coming back into life with the spring. So I will leave these in here until they've got some actual proper growth, until I see roots coming out the bottom, and then I'll obviously lift them and split them. But it's nice to see that something is taken, and I will have to try harder with... Well, I know it's almost the end of January. I was only supposed to have the mice for Christmas, but their enclosure at work is in quite a cold place, and there's only 2 of them, so there's not enough body heat between the 2 of them to keep each other warm. So they can't really go back till it gets milder. So I've still got them. Got little Gwen and Audrey. It's Audrey here with the brown, and Gwen is the beige one, although she's not appearing. Are you going to come out, Audrey? Hello. They are the cutest little things. I think if you're anything like me and you're plagued by mice, we just get used to them being pests and putting down traps, just trying to get rid of them because they're a pain in the ass. But actually, having kept these little mice, these little pet mice, has completely thrown a curveball at me because they're really, really cute. Obviously, I still have to keep on top of the wild mouse population and make sure they don't get out of control, because they do carry pests and diseases. But having these 2 here has opened my eyes to a few things about mice. They're actually super cute, quite intelligent. Hello. There's Gwen at the back there. Audrey's having a little drink. Hello. Yeah, so I've got these for a few weeks longer, and then they'll go back.
If there's one lovely thing about this time of year, it is these snowdrops. I just love them. This is a tiny little group, so I've only got 3 clusters, 1, 2 and then 3, and they have sentimental value to me because they came from one of my old gardening clients. She died last year, or possibly the year before. I think it was oh crikey, no, we're in 2019 now. She died 2017, summer 2017, and I've got these from her garden, so I remember her by them. They will be lifted and taken to the farm when we move. And you can see actually already, just in the space of 18 months, they kind of divided already. They've already got way more snowdrops than there originally were. Beautiful little flowers. I will let them flower, and then you divide them and replant them when the flowers die off, but you've still got some green foliage. So I'll be doing that later in the year, but for now I'm just going to enjoy them in the winter garden.
Well, I haven't yet got around to planting this pulmonaria that I bought the other week, and also splitting it, because there's quite a few plants in here I can split. But you can see the first flower is out. If you'll have seen Friday's video, you'll have seen, obviously I featured this in the sort of the opening titles, with the first flower. The thing I like about pulmonaria is it has, all on this cluster, it has this colour, so this kind of pinky mauvey colour, and then some also will be blue and some will be violet. So all in that same cluster you get a nice variance of colour. The other great thing is, because it's early and it's nectar rich, for the first few bugs of the spring coming out, the bees and things, there is some nectar to get. So this was, obviously, remember, it was really, really cheap and they were selling it often, but actually it's a great plant. There's so many little clusters of buds ready to open. It's going to be really, really nice. And then I will probably actually just leave it in this pot, let it flower in this pot, and then I'll split it after it's flowered, because I kind of don't want to disturb it at the moment, and then I'll make multiple plants from it. But it's very, very nice to see in the end of January, the first month of the year, there are some lovely little flowers to be had. Well, it seems I'm becoming a little bit of a tortoise sanctuary at the moment. So as well as Mr. Grumbles, I am looking after Todrick, who is on the right there, and Fred, who is on the left. Todrick is a Hermann's tortoise, and Fred is a Spurthide Mediterranean tortoise. Fred has got a new home to go to, but I'm just holding him here until it's ready. and Todrick is going to stay here. So we're going to have Mr. Grumbles and Todrick. I think when Todrick was little, he wasn't fed maybe correctly because, as you can see there, the way his legs are splayed, he doesn't walk properly. His legs are almost as if they run backwards, but he can't walk properly. But it doesn't stop him. He's a very speedy little thing. So he at the moment is basically just living on the floor and walking around wherever he wants to go and just being fed, and he's not a problem at all. And along with his mate, Fred. Oh, sorry Fred, did I scare you? There we go, there's Fred. But they're amazing little things. I've always wanted a tortoise, and now I've ended up with 2 for keeps and 3 to look after.